A big thing that we want to address is Vladdy's mental stability. It's a big topic in conversation in the mainstream media. Everyone's talking about that. Hey, is Vladdy just not mentally there? Is he just not thinking right? Is he not sane? Is he not rational? That's kind of the big question. Vladdy is not the type of guy that's going to just quit and just be like, "Oh, that was a bad idea." And then, "Oh man, I'm going to have to, run back home to Russia with the tail between my legs." And then Ukraine is going to be NATO and he's going to be perceived as a massive, massive loser on the international stage. Vladdy's not going to let that happen. And like I said, he's going to double down. And if you haven't seen, there was a little clip of Vladdy having a little bit of a confrontation with his intelligence officer, like basically his senior spy, about whether or not it's okay to go into Ukraine. And his intelligence officer is scared shitless, guys. If you haven't seen it, you have to watch the clip. His intelligence officer clearly disagreed with him. And he was just kind of like beating around the bush and just saying, well, I'm for this. I'm for, annexing the Donbass region. I'm for that. And Vladdy's like, no, I didn't ask you that. Tell me straight. And then the guy's stuttering and saying, oh, well, I don't know. Vladdy gets mad at him and says, oh, you have to tell me straight. Do you agree or not agree? And then finally he's like, oh my gosh, I see where this is going. I agree. It's fine.
Мы и в нынешней ситуации мы должны принять
переговорный процесс?
Нет, я
или признавать.
What we see there is basically how Vladdy runs things. That is a little bit of a peek into how Vladdy operates his government. Is everyone scared shitless to disagree with him? They was scared. They don't want to actually say, hey, this is what I really think. So what that says is that, even someone who's his intelligence chief is scared shitless to even say anything to him, as we would all expect. That everyone's afraid to say anything to him because it's scary of what he may do to that person if you disagree with Vladdy. Would you disagree with Vladdy? I wouldn't want to. I would just be like, yeah, okay, yeah. He knows it's not going to go anywhere. He knows. He's been around probably long enough. Just like, me saying anything against this is only going to make matters worse. And yeah, we kind of see that. And in Vladdy's mind, he's surely thinking that this spy chief is making a fool out of him, that there's someone who would disagree with Vladimir Putin. The same Vladimir Putin that scores 8 hockey goals in a single game. And then Vladdy is also nervous because he feels like he's being made a fool out of in front of everybody. This is on camera, and he wants to show strength to everybody in the entire world of how strong and how aligned he is with all of his smart people and all of his top chiefs. Vladdy gives off a whole bunch of nervous smiles and adjustments in his seat because he's nervous that he's being made a fool out of, because this guy's basically saying, hey, I think maybe this is a bad idea. This is a bad idea going into Ukraine. It's a bad idea. And Vladdy's like, hey, wait a second. No, it's not. No, it's not. This is a poor guy. Yeah, and this spy chief of all people. I mean, think about it. This is the spy chief. This is not like, Secretary of Interior. This is a spy chief. The guy who's probably not the most up and up person because he's spying on all of us right now, or at least trying to. And breaking the laws constantly, international laws, is spying and hacking and you name it. He's a spy chief. And even this spy chief is showing some disagreement in all this. And of course, that got a lot of attention. And then after this confrontation happened, what do you think happened? That's right. Vladdy had him go on national television across Russia to confess his love for Putin and for Putin's hair pin dick brain plan.